there, hope you're well. There seems to be a real feel-good factor within the squad. Can you just give us some insight into what it's been like over the last few days? And is that right? Is everyone just really bonding together on this trip?
Yeah, I think you're right in saying that. I think the intensity's definitely stepped up since we got off the plane. Obviously we had the welcome when we first arrived, and then it was straight to work the next day. Obviously on the training pitch it's getting a bit more intense as well, gearing up towards Friday.
Obviously you spent the last part of the season on loan in Copenhagen. What did you learn from that, and what kind of player do you think did it affect you in terms of what kind of player you've maybe become in that time?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a different style of play to what I was used to. It was a great experience, and I think it gave me much needed minutes that I probably wouldn't have got at Forest. So I think all in all it was a good move. Disappointing the way we finished the season, but for me personally it was a great opportunity to go and learn a different style of play and get much needed minutes. Just
a final one for me in terms of Germany and Friday. What's the feeling? Is it excitement? Is it a bit of anticipation? Obviously it's massive, isn't it? All eyes are going to be on that opening game.
Yeah, I think just now it's all excitement. I think as the week goes on and the closer we get to the game, nerves might kick in a little bit, but we'll be ready and know what the manager set us up to do.
You mentioned there, Scott, about your experience second half of the season, playing in the Champions League against the best teams in the world, knowing what we're going to do in terms of Friday. How well prepared do you think that makes you? That experience against the best teams and the best strikers in the continent?
Yeah, well, I think there's a lot more players in the squad than me. A lot more experience in playing these bigger games than the top teams. So I think as a squad, we've got enough experience there. It's just about how we deal with the occasion on Friday and how we carry out the manager's game plan.
Just talk to us about the competitiveness within the squad, if you will. Obviously, that huge match. Is everyone raring to go? Is everyone sort of competing for one of those starting places?
Yeah, definitely. I think with the squad being 26 men now, there's a lot of competition in every place, and I think that's exactly what the manager wants. The intensity in training has definitely gone up. Everyone's desperate to play, and everyone's just doing everything they can to try and be in that team on Friday night.
Just talk to us again about the Bavarian welcome that the players got. I mean, he's been still giving it to John McGinn for his dancing.
Yeah, it was a extremely nice welcome. I don't think we were all expecting that. Obviously, when McGinn joined in, it would only be him that done it. But yeah, it was a fantastic welcome, and we're very thankful for that.
Scott, you came on in the Croatia game at the last Euros, but how much have you developed personally and as a player coming into this Euros now?
Yeah, I think just the older you get, especially being a centre-back, the more experience you gain, you start to become used to different situations. So I think I'm just a more experienced defender. Try to still be aggressive when my tackles, when my headers, and give the ball to boys that are better on it than me. But yeah, I think being a centre-back experience definitely helps.
Is that when you look at this squad, that the amount of caps they've had since then, that you're going to be much better prepared for this one, knowing exactly what to expect?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a pretty settled squad over the last 4 or 5 years, and the number of caps I've certainly racked up, and I think that'll help us going into the tournament.
What's this like for you? Because at the minute you've not got a club now. Do you see this as a good shop window for you if you can come on and play at the Euros and do really well?
Yeah, definitely. I think all my focus is on just trying to do as well as I can in training, and if I get the opportunity on the pitch, then do the best I can there as well. Then everything after that will take care of itself.
Have you guys as a squad spoken about the difference between the last Euros and now, and I guess sort of sitting thinking strategically about what you took from that into this one?
It's been mentioned a couple of times. Obviously it will be very different. Last time was through COVID. The stadiums weren't full. Obviously yesterday even at training we had a lot of people out watching and there was a real buzz about it. But in terms of the atmosphere in the stadiums, it's going to be completely different to what it was back at the last Euros.
You used that word nerves. I think you would only be a human being if there wasn't a little bit of that thinking about the enormity of Friday. How do you handle that? You personally, what do you do to try and sort of mitigate that?
I don't think I try to do anything different. You just try and stick to the same processes and what we're used to. I don't think you want to be changing too much. But I think nerves can be a good thing along with the excitement.
Do you notice as it gets to Friday that certain people are getting more chatty, or there's other people that sort of go a bit more into themselves to get more focus into that mode?
Yeah, I think as we go into the next 2 or 3 days, it will certainly go that way. I think we're still quite early in the week. Everyone's still very relaxed just now, but I think in a day or two, everyone will go into their own zones and how they prepare for the games.
Any more questions? This side, could we get the mic?
Yep.
Christian Kunz from DPA. How important is the impact of the many Scottish fans?
Yeah, I think the Tartan Army will definitely be very excited. They're travelling in their numbers, and we look to try and put on a performance that they can be proud of and one that they can hopefully celebrate as well. I think, obviously, as I mentioned earlier, the last Euros, they weren't able to get as many people in the stadium as we would have liked, so it's a great opportunity for them to come and experience a tournament on foreign soil for the first time in a long time.
Up the back. You can shout.
Obviously, a lot of the focus is on Friday, but amongst you, is there focus to go further, to come out of the group and possibly make history?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously the ambition is to try and get out of the group, but the only way we can do that is taking it out one game at a time. I think the manager's been very clear on that. This week will all be solely focused on Germany, and then whatever happens after that we'll deal with next week.
And have you got any birthday party plans for Billy Gilmour today?
Nah, none.
That's nice.
There might be a cake.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Cheers. Thank you.